You can earn more money and still remain emotionally broke if every dollar belongs to a future version of you. The future debt-free you gets the savings. The future successful you gets the sacrifice. But what does the person living today get? Welcome to Money Patterns Decoded. Money is never just about money. It is a pattern. Today we expose one of those hidden patterns, see exactly how it controls your finances, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. This is the deferred self pattern. It appears when your financial life is organized around the person you hope to become, instead of the person who is here making decisions today. Saving is not the enemy. Paying down debt is not the enemy. Building a reserve is often exactly right. The warning sign is different. The plan has a purpose, but no finish line. No review date, and no permission for the present self to remain healthy. Imagine someone with $8,000 in savings. On paper, that sounds responsible. But they keep wearing shoes with worn-out soles. They postpone a dental appointment. They refuse a course that could improve their work because it feels selfish. Then one night, after months of pressure, they spend $240 trying to feel free for a few hours. That person may not like discipline. The budget has simply made the future more real than the present. Every dollar feels like a test. Am I finally becoming responsible? Am I worthy of safety yet? And because the answer is always not quite, today's needs start to look like moral failures. Here is the uncomfortable part. Your future self can feel noble, because that self never has to buy groceries, answer the phone, make the difficult decision, or carry your tired body through another workday. Distance makes sacrifice easy and care impossible. You promise relief later, cut the current budget again, run out of emotional room, and eventually buy relief in one dramatic burst. That's the mechanism. You project your value forward. You remove support from the present. Fatigue and resentment build. Then spending becomes a pressure release. Shame follows, so you create even stricter rules. The stricter rules create more deprivation, and the loop begins again. Psychology calls part of this future self distance. The person you will be in 5 or 10 years can feel like a stranger. You may imagine that person as calmer, wiser, wealthier, and more deserving than you are now. So you sacrifice for that stranger with intensity. But you cannot feel the reward as care. It feels like punishment. Now picture the same pattern symbolically. Imagine a circle representing the flow of your life. In a complete circle, money supports today's needs, tomorrow's possibilities, and the meaning that makes the journey worthwhile. But the deferred self pattern draws a line from today straight into tomorrow and refuses to complete the circle. In a budget, that incomplete circle is very practical. Money leaves your checking account for a distant goal, but nothing returns to support the body and skills producing the income. You are buying groceries while mentally standing years away from the bank balance. The symbol says divided attention. The financial translation is simple. Your plan does not acknowledge the human being who must carry it out. So what is the reframe? Money is not a time capsule containing your worth. It is a current, and the current must nourish the vessel carrying it forward. That vessel is your present life, your health, attention, home, skills, and ability to make clear decisions. Starve the vessel, and you do not accelerate the future. You weaken the instrument that is supposed to create it. Before you object, I am not telling you to raid an emergency fund for a weekend away. If essential obligations consume the available money, they come first. I am saying that a plan with no present life allocation eventually sends you the bill in another form, through exhaustion, resentment, neglected health, or spending that feels impossible to control. Here is the daily shift. I call it the 3-part dollar. With every payment that arrives, give the money 3 jobs before you transfer it or spend it. 1 job supports present stability. 1 builds future capacity. 1 creates a small, chosen form of freedom now. Present stability comes first. Think essential bills, food, transportation, health needs, a repair, or a modest amount that makes daily life workable. Future capacity can include emergency savings, debt reduction, education, tools, training, or anything that expands your ability to earn and adapt. Chosen freedom is intentional, not reckless. A meal with someone you love, a book, a creative activity, or a simple comfort you select without shame. For the next 7 days, use this only on money that actually arrives. Open your Notes app. Write the payment at the top, then write 3 numbers underneath it. If $100 comes in, your reality might allow 60 for stability, 25 for capacity, and 15 for freedom. Or urgent obligations might require 90, leaving 9 for a reserve and 1 for a meaningful present choice. If essentials consume the whole payment, record 0 for chosen freedom without shame. That is information, not failure. Revisit the allocation with the next payment. If your income is irregular, use fixed small amounts or flexible proportions. There is no universal formula here, and there is no guarantee. The practice simply makes the whole circle visible. Before you spend, say quietly, some of this supports me now, some of this strengthens who I am becoming, some of this gives life meaning today, then write the amounts down. A small payment can reveal a large pattern. What matters is that the present self is no longer invisible. Watch for the word after. After the debt is gone. After the promotion. After the business grows. Watch for guilt when a reasonable expense improves your current life. And watch for the swing between extreme restriction and emotional spending. Disciplined planning has clarity. Fear-based self-erasure keeps moving the threshold of permission. Give stability to the present. Build capacity for the future. Leave a small intentional place for freedom now. The pattern is the prison. Awareness first. Action second. That is the money pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your financial life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. Apply the 3-part dollar to your next incoming payment and let your future receive support without demanding that your present disappear. Money is a pattern. Awareness is the key.